Morning. This is Arnie Waters at Waters Capital in Boston, Massachusetts. Hope you used the Thanksgiving holiday to express some gratitude for your situation in life. It is our view that if you're watching this video, the chances are you're concerned about your investments. And if that's true, you're way ahead of the game. It is also our view that in these times that the European situation will continue to be a drag on the market. I want to go back to one of our basic ideas. America is the best country in the world. It is also the strongest economically, by far. So if, for instance, we cut back on our imports of Chinese products, that would devastate their economy, much more than any trade war that they might have with us. So I want you to keep in mind that we're going to earn our way out of the present situation. Now, it might take 5 or 10 years, but we're going to be all right. That situation is fundamentally different in Europe. We're seeing the Greek situation spill over to Ireland, then on to Spain, then on to Portugal, because these countries are set up as beneficiaries for a ruling elite that is tiny. And as long as those ruling elites continue to make piles of money, they've tried to buy off the quote-unquote masses by giving them these huge payments for not working. They can't afford to do that anymore. As we've told you over the last few years, civil unrest will continue and it will accelerate. When you overlay this with the fact that the Europeans also continue to erect barriers to full participation by every citizen. By that I mean they're dealing with immigration by putting up more barriers and by segregating people into groups and confining them into specific kinds of areas. Now, what we call that is a ridiculous situation. And every time governments have tried to control immigration by confining people and limiting their opportunities, we know what happens. What happens is dangerous civil unrest. So we have a situation where these European countries cannot grow themselves out of the danger that they're in. And they practice patterns of racist behavior, which will result in even greater civil unrest than cutting the pensions and cutting what they call in England the dole. So we see, and we have said for a long time, 11,000 is your high point in the Dow. You're going to see strength in gold. You're going to see gold up above 1,400 in the next couple of days, and this is the 30th of November. And you're going to see gold going to 1,700 by the end of the year because gold and the dollar are now working hand in hand. This is a huge change. You need to be aware of what's going on because on an international basis, people are shifting to the dollar rather than the euro. This is something we told you about 2 years ago. I mean, we don't like the dollar all that much because we think our deficit spending is too high. But the fact of the matter is, compared to owning the euro, you look like a genius if you're in the dollar. So aim for the ice flows, not the open water. Keep swinging. Thanks for watching.